Hello, my name is Kamryn Walker, and this is my informative speech. Today, I will be informing my audience about the facts and speculations of the Menendez brother murder case and why it is still relevant today. You've probably heard of the Menendez brothers as the siblings who murdered their parents in 1989. But here's the real question. Did they kill for money or fear of their own lives? The brothers are currently serving life sentences for the murder of their parents, Jose and Kitty Menendez. What makes this case so significant, though, is even decades later, there is still an ongoing debate about their true motives. Did they act out of greed, or were they victims of long-term abuse that pushed them to the brink? This case offers a deep look into how the justice system handles family violence and how public perception shapes legal outcomes. As someone who's been studying this case closely through media portrayals, trial details, and also the show on Netflix they just made about them, I want to share with you the complexities surrounding the tragic event. Today, we're going to explore the brothers' early life, the speculated reasons behind the murder, and how this case continues to impact our view of justice. So, starting with the brothers' early life, to understand why this case is still relevant, we have to start with the lives of the brothers before the murder. Lyle and Eric Menendez were raised in a wealthy but highly dysfunctional household. From a young age, they reportedly faced intense physical, emotional, and sexual abuse, particularly from their father, Jose, who was a prominent businessman, and also neglect from their mother, Kitty. This abuse shaped the brothers, particularly their mental health, leaving them feeling trapped in a cycle of violence. Eric, the younger brother, claimed that the abuse started when he was as young as 6 years old, and it continued until he was 18. Lyle, who was 4 years older, said his father's violence and control tactics severely affected his ability to form relationships and make independent decisions. The relationship with their parents, particularly their father, created a toxic environment where fear and manipulation became part of their daily lives. Now that we looked at their upbringing, let's turn to the night of the murder and the speculation surrounding their motives. On August 20th, 1989, the Menendez brothers brutally shot and killed their parents in their Beverly Hills mansion. After initially claiming they had found their parents murdered, the brothers later confessed to the killings during therapy sessions. However, the reason behind the murders is where the debate begins. The brothers admitted to killing their parents, but insisted they acted out of fear. They believed their parents were planning to kill them to prevent them from exposing years of sexual abuse. However, after the murder, the brothers went on a spending spree, buying expensive cars, clothing, and other luxury items, which fueled the prosecution's theory that they killed their parents for the inheritance money. The question remains, were the Menendez brothers motivated by greed, or were they genuinely acting in self-defense after years of trauma? This is where the case becomes particularly controversial, as the defense argued that years of abuse had left the brothers mentally unstable, unable to see any other way out. Now that we've examined the murder and theories behind it, let's consider how the justice system responded and why the case still lingers to this day. In the legal battle that followed, the brothers were eventually sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Despite their claims of abuse, the jury was unconvinced that this justified the murders. Some argued that they should have sought help or left their parents, while others felt the abuse provided context for their actions. The case not only raised questions about how the legal system treats claims of long-term familial abuse, but it also sparked discussions about privilege. The brothers were wealthy, but their ability to hire high-profile lawyers and manipulate the media became a point of criticism. Today, the Menendez case continues to be a topic of interest. Documentaries, TV shows, and podcasts continue to dissect the details, fueling debate over whether justice was truly served. Were the Menendez brothers cold-blooded killers, or were they victims of extreme abuse pushed to commit an unthinkable act? To recap, we first explored the brothers' troubled upbringing, then the night of the murders and the speculated motives, and finally the legal response and its lasting impact. The Menendez brothers is a powerful example of family dynamics, legal strategies, and public opinion and how they intersect. It forces us to ask difficult questions about the justice system's ability to handle complex cases involving abuse, wealth, and media attention. In the end, the Menendez brothers are serving life sentences, but their story remains far from closed. As you reflect on this case, ask yourself, was justice truly served, or is this a tragic story of two abused boys who saw no other way out? Thank you for listening.